Today's lesson is about transformation of the functions. First of all, let's talk about transformation rules. Remember, insider is a liar. So for this x, any number which is dealing with x, we call that is an insider. It's always a liar. So when b between 0 to 1, we got to do horizontally stretched by factor of 1 over b. When b is greater than 1, we got to do horizontally compressed by factor of 1 over b. When h is positive, you need to move to the left. When h is negative, you need to move to the right. Then any elements which is dealing with y will act a normal way. When a is greater than 1, we got to do vertically stretched by factor of a. When a is between 0 to 1, we got to do vertically compressed by factor of a. For this k positive going up, k is negative going down. For this a is a negative 1, we got to do reflect across x-axis. For b is negative 1, we got to do reflection across the y-axis.
Let's go to example. Clearly explain each step required to transform parent function f of x into each of the following new functions. Make sure change into g of x equals af bx plus h plus k form. B. Transformation sequence. Reflection, dilation, and then translation. Or dilation, reflection, and then translation. Remember the rules. Insider is a liar. We will use the following letters to represent certain words. H for horizontally, V for vertically, S for stretched, C for compressed, R for reflect across. For question 1, the parent function is f of x. So compare g of x to f of x. If you have an extra number, we need to do transformation. 1 over 3 will be the first step. Negative sign is the second step. 3 is the third step. Negative 9 is the fourth step. 4 is the fifth step. For first step, 1 over 3 is related to the y. So we do vertically compressed by factor of 1 over 3. For negative sign, it's related to the x. Therefore, reflect across the y-axis. For third step, this 3 is related to the x. Therefore, horizontally. The rule is insider is a liar. Therefore, for this 3, we will do compressed by factor of 1 over b, that is 1 over 3. For number 4, still insider is a liar. Translated to the right, 9 units. For step 5, translated up 4 units. Let's go to number 2. Compared to the parent function f of x, we have a negative sign. So first step, second step, third step, fourth step, and fifth step. For the first step, this negative sign is related to the y. Therefore, reflect across the x-axis. Second step, vertically stretched by factor of 2. Third step, since 1/4 is related to the x, horizontally, remember a layer, stretched by factor of 4. For fourth step, translated to the left, 8 units. For step 5, translated down 5 units. Let's go to number 3. G of x equals -2 over x plus 7 plus 1. We know the parent function is 1 over x. This is a rational function. Therefore, this is the first step, second step, third, and a fourth step. For the first step, this is a reflect across the x-axis. Second step, since this 2 is related with y, vertically stretched by factor of 2. Third step, inside is a layer, therefore, translated left 7 units. Fourth step, translated up 1 unit. Let's go to question 4. The parent function is 1 over x. Compare with 1 over x. We have to do transformation for this 3, and then for this -7. This 1, don't do any transformation because you have a 1 over here. So we'll only have 2 steps. First step, this 3 is an insider, horizontally compressed by factor of 1 over 3. Remember, insider is a layer. Second step, translated down 7 units. Let's go to number 5. G of x equals 1 over 4 cubic root of -2x plus 1 minus 4. First of all, we know the parent function f of x equals cubic root of x. Then second step, check this g of x function. You have to change into this form. In other words, for this -2x plus 1, you have to change into -2 parentheses x minus 1 over 2. 1 over 4 cubic root of -2 x minus 1 over 2. Then minus 4. This way we have a first step, second step, third step, fourth, and then the fifth step. The first step, it will be vertically compressed by factor of 1 over 4. Second step, for negative sign, it's related with x. Therefore, reflect across the y-axis. Third step, still related with this x, horizontally compressed by factor of 1 over 2. Remember, insider is a layer. Fourth step, translated right, 1 over 2 unit. For fifth step, translated down 4 units. Now let's go to number 6. We know for parent of function equals e to the x power. You have to change it into transformed form first. So we have g of x equals -8 times e. We have to take this negative sign out. X minus 7, then plus 6. So we have a first step, second, third, fourth, and a fifth. First step, since this negative sign related with y, that's reflect across x-axis. Second step, vertically stretched by factor of 8. For third step, reflect across y-axis. For fourth step, insider is liar, translated right 7 units. For fifth step, translated up 6 units. Let's go to number 7. The parent of function equals the square root of x. We need to change g of x into transformed form. That will be 1/2 square root. Remember b times x plus h form. Therefore, 2 times x minus 3 minus 9. First step, second step, third step, fourth step. First step, vertically compressed by factor of 1/2. Second step, this is an insider is a liar. Therefore, horizontally compressed by factor of 1/2. Third step, translated right 3 units. And a fourth step, translated down 9 units. Let's go to number 8. We know the parent of function is f of x equals 5 to the x power. This is an exponential function. Still, you need to change into transformed form. For -1/2x minus 2, you will get -1/2 x plus 4. G of x equals 3 times 5, -1/2 times x plus 4, then minus 7. This will be the first step. Negative sign is the second step. 1/2 is the third step, fourth step, and a fifth step. So we have a vertically stretched by factor of 3. Second step, reflect across the y-axis because this negative sign is related with x. The third step is horizontally stretched by factor of 2. The fourth step, translated to the left 4 units. The fifth step is translated down 7 units.